April hogs were moderately higher after being sharply higher earlier in the session. In fact, that was the highest April hogs have been since June 26th. And if you've been following along in the hogs market since that June 26th high, April hogs had been on a pretty epic slide to the downside, culminating with the first trading day of the calendar year, January 2nd, putting in sort of a spike low there. And then it's been recovering ever since, kind of keeping with this upward trending channel that we've been in, although it has been a wide ranging one. We kind of spiked towards the higher end of that trending channel and then pulled back just a little bit, which is not terribly unpredictable when you hit an area like resistance like that. So kind of a lot of things going on with that hogs chart over the last 6 to 9 months. It's been a bit of a ride, actually, but again, now we're back towards the higher end of the spectrum once again. So it'll be interesting to see where we go from here. Somewhat interestingly also is that while weights are down from last week, not quite a full pound, they're still well above where they were this time last year and well above the 5-year average. Now, seasonally, this is the time frame for weights to be going lower, but it does seem that we're starting at a higher level. So we might not get back down to the levels that we saw last year or really even the 5-year average. So that means there is potentially more product out there to be had, although packers have been buying fairly aggressively as slaughter has been strong this week. One other thing for tomorrow is tomorrow's our weekly export sales report. Normally that's on Thursdays, but because of the President's Day holiday on Monday, it gets pushed back a day. Should be an interesting one for hogs because last week we saw a shockingly large number, but then after that, the USDA came out and said, "Oh yeah, but there's going to be some revisions on next week's report. Some of this was done erroneously." And we know the two biggest buyers, China and Japan, even possibly Mexico, there's some sales on there that might get taken off or will at the very least be revised. So we'll be very curious to see what they do with that, as well as what our new sales numbers are for the following week, right? So yeah, it could be interesting to see what happens there with that tomorrow. In the meantime, there's lots to be paying attention to in the hogs market. So stay tuned, everybody. In the meantime, have a wonderful day and you stay safe.